Desperate situations. That round was, you know, a couple saved rifles and all pistols. The first round they won was the same thing. It was 2 saved rifles and all upgraded pistols. They need to get on the board. They need to get some momentum with these gun rounds. They've been given a gift here, and that also shatters the economy of Vega down to 4 Deagles and an AK-47.
To run through the smoke, but JR absolutely was taking down Elige as the follow-up. How do you deal with that, Moses? That's going to be just mentally shattering.
Or we can keep coming back to it because we keep talking about how difficult it is to hold middle. That flashbang is just perfectly timed. It's not even all that effective. Nitro's only flashed for a half second, and that's all it took for JR to get out and have the angle on him. They've got a save already, so the one AK-47 they brought into this round with 4 Deagles does the work. 2 entries, and Liquid just have to give it up.
I think Nitro was even looking for the boost, right? He was just thinking, I mean, we've already grenaded that smoke, so that should stop almost everything, right?
I think Team Liquid, they've got to be frustrated. It's like they have to revert back to like prehistoric North American days of just like playing against, you know, psychopaths who just run through smoke for no reason. And they're like, we've gotten out of that hell. We don't want to go back to it.
We spent years, years in that kind of situation. Yeah,
they were born in it, but not molded by it. And they just don't want anything to do with that style of play.
Yeah, they've graduated from that part of Counter-Strike, but
it is you're supposed to be going out to school or something, and you get knocked back down to middle school for a year.
It's true, but you've got to appreciate. The thing that I really like about it is you throw it around like that, where JR just plays for the smoke like this, but then the rest of the time it's really structured from Baker, and they're playing really high-level great Counter-Strike. So it's hard as well for Liquid to find any kind of rhythm in all of this, right? It's like some of the rounds are like this, but then some of the rounds they have that. Again, I'm awestruck by that smoke in middle to stop the. You stop the Molotov one, and also you can look underneath
it for like a little bit of a one-way.
Yeah. So you get all that going on all at the same time. How to deal with?
I've seen that before. I can't remember what team brought it out, but I've seen it happen. I know there's a couple offers who look specifically for that play. Either way, yeah, it is super effective, and Team Liquid being put on the back foot here. They're going to take a timeout, decide what they want to do. Now, normally with Team Liquid, you could say this is an area where this might be a breaking point for them. They are a team that's kind of known to not necessarily have the most mental strength. When I speak to Zeus at this event a couple times, that's one of the things that he felt that they've made great strides with their boot camp. Their 2 weeks in Amsterdam playing at the offices was, he said this is the best mentally that this team has ever met in terms of their strength to move on and persevere.
Look at how quick they can get out. This would be Molotov off, but they're just there incredibly fast. The lead though, hiding inside of the smoke, is going to come back. 7, big opportunity here. Well done from Elige. That double kill is massive. He almost looked like he was expecting them to be that fast, and he just read the situation. He's seen it a couple of times already in middle, so job well done.
Just because you don't want to play that way doesn't mean you don't know how. And Liege, that's a perfect counter. Gets in, he knows if they're going to go with that speed towards highway to go to the A-bomb site, they're not going to be clearing everything. They're not going to be doing all the details, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Hiding inside the smoke, just biding his time. Chopper and JR as well, the only 2 left, and they're on opposite sides of the map. With that door open in that direction, they know one is here, Team Liquid. Now Chopper's going to give away his position as well. Molotov behind the box over towards B, and this is should be just a matter of time. Even if Chopper is trying to just make some presence known, trying to draw rotations over, it's not going to stick. Liquid will get the feeling very, very soon that this is not legit.
I hope that jump was also an attempt to try and sell it. Please, guys.
Did you guys see the footstep in the Molotov?
Yeah.
And the shots fired? I think they're going to save this round. I think they're basically just... Chopper's kind of hoping for a mistake. Same with JR. When it's not coming, Team Liquid, I mean, they just simply can't afford to make a mistake. It's not that they wouldn't do it if they had a little bit more money, but when your economy's at this level for Team Liquid, all 5 players below 1,000, and you're down 3-7, you're playing disciplined Counter-Strike. By the way, this is now the 3rd round that Team Liquid has won, essentially with mostly pistols.
Yeah, you do bring up a good point. I mean, if it works, Moses, then why not keep at it? Just, I know you want the rifles to do most of the work, but...
You think they should just not buy rifles when they have the money? Just go for the 5.7?
We've had that conversation in the past, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it just feels like you could be a bit more crazy, maybe take more risks. Maybe that's what's needed right now.
Maybe it is.
Well, the scoreline is 4-7. Liquid, so Liquid a little bit behind. But again, they are playing on the CT side, so again, I wouldn't be too panicked yet. This could be a B rush, and there's only one person here. Oh, Taco in an awful position. There's absolutely no chance. Even if he got the kill, he would have gone down immediately afterwards. What a great push here from Vega. Well timed in the round, and I mean, Liquid, if they don't get a kill very quickly, they can't even dream of retaking this.
You mentioned they were looking structured and they were doing very, very well. Here's double nade. Oh, 4 HP. They would have loved to have stopped that plant. Chopper's not... Yeah, he is. They did have to use 3 grenades and a Molotov, so that's an expensive way to flush out 1 kill, but they've at least opened up the bomb site. Smoke down towards A main. Tony Black cannot see through that. And they're going to go for this, Anders. This is a big risk.
Yeah, let's see how this plays out. A lot of the rest of the half could really ride on this. Flashbang to go for the smoke, and Tony Black wants to see if he can peek on through. The bomb site itself, and Tony Black flashed as soon as he comes through the smoke. That's a good way to get started. 4-3 now, dropping down is Twister looking for a kill. Is out of it, but Nap with 1 kill. Twister with the follow-up, and now they're on the defuse. Rush. He can't see a single thing, and Liquid will make it work. That is a really well done retake. That is not easy. They made it look easy, but that's quite hard to do.
Yeah, great use of utility for Team Liquid as well. Staggering the flashbangs before you come in, and Vega's got to be stunned. I like this play call, though. And you mentioned it, Anders. Vega Squadron, despite the fact that we're seeing a couple players do some crazy things coming through smokes, they have been playing a structured style, and they have been dominating in mid. And what makes that so dangerous is that is the play call designed to exploit the fact that they've had success in mid time after time. They've seen the emphasis now that Liquid is putting on it, going for a straight B rush, only 1 defender there. It's the ideal scenario. Get in, get the bomb plant, put yourself in a position to win the round, and unfortunately, Liquid just well versed on that retake, obviously.
I feel like this is a big window to get back into the game here for Liquid. Now that Vega are out of money again, if Liquid get up to, I mean, I would say even 5 rounds, I would still consider it a pretty competitive game. Oh my god.
That's not bad.
They got nuked, didn't they?
Follow-up nade as Chopper hides a little bit deeper on that boost, and Elige is pushing in towards door, but the avenue to get into the A-bomb site is wide open. At least it was. Twist has closed that door quickly. 1 more player, Hunchy, last one left, and just styling.
How do you do that?
He's good at the game, Anders.
He is pretty good at the game.
The magician.
We call him that, exactly. The magnificent Van Dolken. And I mean, there's a little bit of magic around him in general. How does he do that thing with his hair, Moses? How does it stay up? How does it work?
They've got products for that. Do you think he's one of those guys that spends like 30 minutes on their hair in the morning, 45 minutes on their hair in the morning to make it look messy?
Probably.
You think so?
Listen, we're just jealous, Moses. Some of us don't have hair soon. Some of us won't have it.
There's a whole lot of issues going on.
There are a lot of issues.
Naf is going to be in some trouble. You can hear these footsteps. He's coming in. This is oh my god, I cannot believe Naf is going to be frustrated. All right, well, the round's over.
We had the B rush, now it's the A rush, and again,